Riku! Blitzball!
Hey, you okay?
Hey!
You do know you just almost took Gingerhead's head off. Now, come on. Now come here, so I don't have to come here later. We got items to collect. This is the Moon Crest. This is for one of our characters' ultimate weapons, which I think I'm gonna have to get them because I want the Aeons. If I'm to do the Dark Aeons in No Sphere Grid, I need the Aeons to break the damage limit. So that is Eunice. Celestial weapon item. One of them at least. Thankfully that is the easiest, like one of the easiest ones to get, so don't really have to worry about it much. I'm not even gonna introduce these guys, like they are pathetic.
Yo. Hiya.
You wanna try that move one more time?
Finally. Things were starting to look up.
You know amateur. Who you play for?
The Xanarkin Abes.
What team you say again?
I meant, forget that. I got too, close to Sin, and my head's all foggy like. So, I don't know where this place is. Or even where I came from.
Sin's toxin got to you. But you're still alive. Praise be to Yevon. All right, back to practice. I'm Waka, coach and captain of the Besaid Aurochs, brother. What, you hungry? Okay, back to the village. I'll get you something.
First, let me rob these guys blind. By the way, that ball we shot into the water, that is gone. And these guys look poor. I don't think they have the budget, but oh well. Nope, just give me the items. I do not care about you. This guy, this is the goalkeeper. This is the worst goalkeeper in the game. For some reason, level 99 is just, he has the biggest shot in the game. He's the best forward. He just gets max shot for no reason. Jasu is actually an alright defender, so yep, give me the items. So fun fact, these guys are the worst blitzball team in the game. And these are also the only team in the game that does not start with 2 female defenders. I wonder. Dato is alright, it's actually kinda fast, so late game is not a bad option. Do you have items? Do you have items? Yeah, do you have items? Thank you. Do you have anything? I think this one doesn't have anything. Yeah, they can't even sleep underwater. That is interesting. No items from you, you suck.
I felt like I could trust this Waka, so I just had to ask. It's true Xanarkin was destroyed, right? 1,000 years ago? So it's just a big pile of rubble now, isn't it?
Long time ago, there were a whole lot of cities in Spira. Big cities with machina. machines to run them. People played all day and let the Machina do the work. And then, well, take a look. Sin came and destroyed the Machina cities. And Xanarkand along with them. Yeah, that was about 1,000 years ago. Just like you said. If you ask me, Sin's our punishment for letting things get out of hand. What gets me, though, is we gotta suffer because of what some goofballs did way back when. Of course, we must always repent for our sins. That's important. It's just that it's hard to keep at it sometimes, you know?
It was just as Riku said. Waka and Riku couldn't both be lying. Why would they?
But you from the Xanarkand Daves, that was a good one, huh? Hey, I'm not saying that team never existed, yeah? But you gotta figure, a team living in luxury like that be pretty soft, eh?
I appreciated the fact that Waka was trying to cheer me up. But at that time, all I could think about was everything that happened to me. All this started with Sin. Maybe if I could find Sin one more time, I could go home. For now, I just live life until that time came. No more worrying about where or when I was. Sure, it was hard not to think of home, but I started to feel better already. A little better, maybe.
I never noticed he had earrings. Interesting. Anyway, that is an interesting backstory, isn't it? In this game, in this world, in Spira, machines are basically forbidden. And who forbids them? Religion. Like, Yevon... There's a lot to say about Yevon, honestly. And I'm not going to go into, like, this game goes into it very, very well. And it's really good, so I'm going to let the game explain that part. Link the machines. The machine part, there's a lot to it. And that backstory that Waka just gave us, it's not completely correct, but let's just go. Let's play through. It will explain itself. I know it is. That's right, the way to the village is a big ass ocean.
What's the big idea?
Just who cares? Like, you cannot drown anyway. But I wonder, like, kids play around? Like, because Blitzball players train to be able to hold their breath. I still don't know how it works, but I wonder how kids do. Anyway. From now on, it's all normal random encounters, so not really much to do, just mash X. Alright, this ball right here, Blitzball. Forgot to say, that is the most deadly, like, it is the deadliest weapon in the game. Like, Blitzballs are BS, like, the strongest overdrive, like, damage-wise. Actually, maybe Anima's a little stronger, but by a normal character, that is the strongest of them. It's actually unseemly how strong it is. It's actually kind of broken. Like, it lets you just, like, if you do it like 2-3 times, you just kill off super bosses. It's really not fair. Right, this doesn't give me any gil, so I'm not gonna farm gil in Besaid. Gonna have to do it in Mihead because I'm gonna need those weapons. I'm gonna need that sentry weapon, the initiative one, and the stone weapon, so I'm gonna need money. Let's go, well, Goblino. Well, they are attacking him relentlessly. But again, he's throwing balls at them. Also, how does the ball come up? Like, Again, physics. Same in Blitzball. How does it work? How do you shoot a ball underwater? How does it come back to you? Ricochet in the water? Like, what? What is going on? Explanation, please. I mean, it's magic, but...
Let me go.
Got a favor to ask you.
You want me on your team, right?
Hmm? A major blitz tournament's coming up. All the teams in Spira will be there. It's so huge, I'm sure someone there will recognize you. Then you can go back to your old team, right? It'll be fun. What do you say, huh? Come on, come on.
Sure thing.
Dude, our team is gonna rock, eh?
I thought then that Blitzball and Sin were the only two things that Spira and Xanarkand had in common. I wasn't too far off either.
This is where I was born. I started Blitz when I was 5. I joined the Aurochs at 13, 10 years ago. 10 years, and we never won a game. Well, after last year's tournament, I quit. Time seemed right. So, after quitting, I got this new job, yeah? But every time my mind wandered, I thought about the game.
10 years without a single win will do that.
My first match last year was my big chance. But something else was on my mind. I couldn't focus.
Nice excuse.
Hey, hey!
So, you want to win the next tournament? Go out with a bang. So, what's our goal?
I don't care how we do. Long as we play our best. If we give it our all, I can walk away happy.
No. If I say, what's our goal? You say, victory! When you play in a Blitzball tournament, you play to win.
Victory? You're serious?
Now, how do you not win a game in 10 years? Seriously. Let me think of the team. So, you cannot beat the Luca Goers. You cannot beat the Albert Sykes. Like, that is never gonna happen. Like, Nimrok. Like, how do you even get through Nimrok? How do you even get through their defenders? It's like a beast you can beat. Like, you can beat the beasts. Come on, they're weak. Early on, they're very weak. Later on, they're one of the best teams, but early on, they're real weak. Let's see, the Fangs... You can outspeed them, so you should be able to do something. Am I missing? The Guado Glories, yeah, you cannot do anything to the Glories. They are way too fast. So, Luca, the Albed, and the Glories you cannot beat, but you can beat the Fangs and the Beasts. What's your... Come on. Do better. Replace Keepa. Like, that guy's a liability. Let's keep on going. Let's go to the village. Also, I love this theme. I love the Passé theme.
Ah, the one from the sea.
Be on guard. There are fiends on the road today.
After surviving your run-in with Sin, it would be a shame if something happened now.
Who are they?
Luzu and Gata, Crusaders.
Huh? Crews of what?
What, you forgot that too? Hey, sorry. Don't worry about it. I'll help you out.
Cool. In return, come tournament time, I'll make sure we take the cup.
Cool. About the Crusaders, you can ask them yourself. They got a lodge in a village.
will we get the trophy? Like, that is a big thing. Telugu goals are hard. Hopefully I can actually do it.
Pisade Village.
They got any food there?
We'll get you something over there later. Take a look around first. Let's see. The Crusaders' Lodge is over yonder. Luzu and Gata are usually there. All right. Over here.
Huh? What's up?
You do remember
I don't
the prayer,
think
right?
this matters. Like, it's basically the same thing whatever you choose, so just choose whatever.
I didn't know it in the first place, to tell the truth.
Man, that's like the basics of the basics. All right, I'll show you. Go ahead, you try. Hey, not bad. Okay, now go present yourself to the temple summoner.
Any blitzball player would know that prayer. It was the blitzball sign for victory.
Again, I really don't think that changes too much. So, does anyone give me items here? I know there's a shop around, but I don't need a shop. Do you give me items, Granny? Yep, yep. Me old hubby. Nope, no items. Unlucky. I know there's something over here. Yep. And now I will loot it. Like the loot goblin I am. Give me all the stuff. Thanks for the money. Thanks for the bot. And we go here. Now you can barely see it, but book number 2.
Hey, you! You were attacked by Sin, right? Recently, was it?
I think so.
So, Sin can't be far, right? You're not hiding anything, are you?
Why would I?
If Sin's nearby, it'll attack the island for sure. But it hasn't. I wonder why.
I'm sorry. I really don't know anything. To tell the truth, I don't even know what the Crusaders are.
You're kidding, right?
Sin, the toxin. Gotta tell him who we are.
Yes, sir. The Crusaders are sworn to battle Sin. We have chapters throughout Spira, accepting all who wish to join our struggle. The hero Mihen formed the Crusaders 800 years ago as the Crimson Blades. Later, our ranks grew and we called ourselves the Crusaders. We've been fighting Sin ever since.
What? You've been fighting 800 years and you still haven't beat it?
Well, we've steered Sin away from towns many times. And that's all we can do. Nobody's ever been able to defeat it. Our mission as Crusaders is to protect the temples, towns, villages, and people of Spira.
So, then whose job is it to defeat Sin?
Is Sin's toxin really this bad, sir?
It does seem rather bad. We could just tell you, but I think it better for you to try and remember. Go pray at the temple. Perhaps Yevon will help you regain your memory.
You could also just, you know, tell me. That could work. More interesting this way. Really, just it's a cliche in anime and anything. Don't give all the info, foreshadowing and all that. Yeah, we all know how it is.
It was then, standing in that place. I began to realize how different this world was from my own.
The Hymn of the Faith. Fun fact, it's actually not something I noticed in my first playthrough. Oops, sorry. Every temple has a different hymn. Like, the Faith themselves sing this, which is an amazing detail. I quite enjoy this theme, so I listen to it sometimes.
Years have passed since Lord Braska became High Summoner. And finally, we receive a statue for our temple.
Oh, what's a High Summoner? I got too close to Sin's, toxin. It was funny hearing myself make the same excuse over and over. Funny, and a little sad.
The Summoners are practitioners of a sacred art, sworn to protect the people of Yevon. Only a chosen few become Summoners, who call forth entities of great power, the Aeons. The Aeons hear our prayers and come down to us. They are the blessing of Yevon.
So what he meant was that we should respect some kind of great men, or something like that, I figured.
Yeah, you should respect them, they did. Even though, again, I'm not gonna talk about it, but let's just say, yeah, respect these guys. Who is this one though? This, I think, so this is Braska. Pretty sure this is O'Holland. Lady Oaken, maybe? I do not know. Those are like the only 3 names that we know for my summoners. I mean, there's some more, but I doubt that's them. Now, what do I need to do? I need to go in one of these stands now. Let's see if I remember. This one? Nope. It's in one of them. There it is.
Sorry, man. No time for lunch yet. Take a nap. You look pushed.
Yeah, thank you, mate. Give me the bed. Also, there are not enough tents for everyone. I do not know how people sleep here.
You could at least go see how they are doing.
We can't interfere. It's a rule.
But it's been nearly. But it's been nearly.
It's been nearly a day already.
Perhaps you could go look for us.
People are searching for him now.
Thank you.
Who cares whether he comes back or not?
But he might die.
Fine, let him.
Do you hate him so? But if he dies, you'll never be able to tell him how much you hate him.
Waka?
All alone again. Just left us in his home for some reason. Now, we go back to the temple, got something to do. Again, I love this theme.
Is something wrong?
Speak to Waka.
The summoner hasn't returned from the trial.
Eh?
Well, apprentice summoner, really.
Huh?
There's a room in there called the Cloister of Trials. Beyond is where the apprentice summoner prays. If the prayer is heard, the apprentice becomes a fully fledged summoner. Remember?
So someone is in there somewhere and they haven't come back out. Right, I got it.
A day's already gone by.
Is it particularly dangerous in there?
Sometimes, yes.
Why don't you go in and help?
There's already guardians in there. Besides, it's forbidden.
Hey, but what if something happens? What if the summoner dies?
The precepts must be obeyed.
Like I care.
Like I care. Come on, Titus.
Maybe.
That was just
This
childish.
wasn't such
Yeah.
a good idea after all.
Welcome to the Cloister of Trials. Easily the worst part of the game. I hate these things. I hate that I have them all memorized. These are basically just puzzles. Which would be fine if it didn't have so many animation restrictions and all that. Again, I know, PS2 game, 2001 and all that, but... There's one of them that's particularly heinous. One of them has to do, you have to do it twice, which is actually aggravating as hell, but... This one is rather simple, it's a tutorial one, so... But it's also an important one, because if you don't do everything, if you don't get the Destructo Sphere on this run, you're gonna have to fight a super boss to get it. Yeah, Destruction Spheres. There's one in every temple. This one is rather easy to get, but if you do not get it, you have to come back later to do it, if you want one of the secret Aeons, or secret summons, I should say. And if you're playing like the international version, the European version, or the remaster version, you'll have to find a super boss. Also, what was that animation? That thing went blue. Now, let's see if I can remember. I think you touch this. That goes up now. Yeah, all these animations, like, it's fine the first time. If it's not your first time. What sphere is this? Right. Take you out. I remember. I take you out. This is probably the one I remember the least, to be honest, because it's the first one you do. So, and it's so simple, it's basically tutorial. My memory gets a little fuzzy, but it's just so simple. You'll get it in like a couple minutes. Yeah, don't care, don't care, don't care. Let me go. I got things to do. Cliff Sphere. Put it here. Destruction Sphere is right here. Right inside. There we go. Put it here now. Make sure you open the chest. If you do not open the chest, it does not count. Rod of Wisdom, you cannot... Yeah, I cannot equip it right now, it's gonna be for a character I don't have. A character I'm gonna have in just a second, honestly. Push it onto this square. And you're done.
Hey!
Simple puzzle. Honestly, I might speed through these ones.
Hey, it's okay. Only
Might use
summoners,
the
apprentice
speed
summoners,
feature.
and their guardians can enter here. It's a tradition, very important.
So what about you?
Me? I'm a guardian.
A guardian? Whoa! Ah!
Summoners go on a pilgrimage to pray at every temple in Spira. Guardians protect them. The Guardian's in there now. One of them's got a sure fuse, and who knows what the other's thinking. Well, now that we come this far, might as well go all the way.
What are you doing here? Didn't think we'd be able to handle it?
No, it's just... See, I told you she gets mad easy.
Is the summoner all right?
Who are you?
Hello.
I have become a summoner.